That's right. Home occupation permit. That is correct. The only thing I want to point out on this is it you need to check each municipality specific. Although this is a home occupation permit, this is required if you're going to have traffic. If you are going to have people coming to your home, even if you're like a graphic designer, even if you're only going to have 2 visits a month by somebody, you still need that type of a license, at least in that municipality. So before you make calls on things and you're writing content, always, even though it does deep research and all that good stuff, it can still provide information that's wrong. Single member LLC, no big deal. Equipment, nice. So they talk about the different cutting machines. So those are nice to mention. And those are brand entities too that you can mention like in a service page. There's nothing wrong with mentioning the type of hardware and equipment that you use. And it's done like that in multiple industries. We have a client who's owns multiple auto repair places, and they are a Snap-on only facility. So they don't have anything from Mac Tools. They don't use anything from Sears. They don't use any other tools. They're just purely a Snap-on house. So we actually have that on there. He's not a vendor. His brother's actually the vendor. But all their tools, they only service with those tools, and they use that as a marketing for their own marketing. Some people, he owns a few different race cars, and so that's a big part of his thing. He, helps build and maintain. He has some other stuff too. One of his businesses is like a metalworking company where they create roll cages for these companies for like race cars and stuff. So we have no problem doing that. That's kind of a mechanics type club thing. We use this product versus that product. They're also sponsors for their race cars and things like that. So it's very important that that message goes throughout their business. Their vehicles are sponsored by Snap-on, so that carries on. Their Snap-on whatever. I think they can do like some like returns through there because his brother's a mobile dude, but they can do it through something like that. So yeah, all sorts of different there. Let me see what else they're talking about. Strategic pricing, don't really care about that. That's pretty normal. You can see what other people are charging.